Hello, welcome back to my channel. I've actually been thinking about renaming my channel. So my full name is Alexandra. I've never gone by that name. I mean, immediately from birth, my parents called me Allie. And I think when I was around 12, I tried to reinvent myself as Alexandra, like introducing myself to everybody who knew me as like, no, call me Alexandra, but it never stuck. So people call me Allie. I spell it, it is spelled A-L-I, in case you ever want to write me. And yeah, so my channel name has been Alexandra B for my last name. But I'm thinking about renaming my channel to Allie's Big Toe. And you're like, what? So I'm trying to read this book. It's really, really big, and it's a lot of big words, and it requires thinking while reading it. And it's called My Big Toe, which stands for Theory of Everything. And I really like that concept because ultimately the things I share in my videos are just simply my beliefs. It's just my theory of everything. So I think I'm going to rename my channel Allie's Big Toe, and I'm on my way right now to a therapy appointment. I just made it. Actually, I have to thank one of my viewers who reached out to me, and we had some conversations, and I mentioned that I just need some help, like an outsider, to kind of help me organize my thoughts and my subconscious and everything, to help me really nail down where my compulsive overeating, my emotional overeating, I think I know where it comes from, but maybe if I really knew where it came from, I wouldn't have the problem, whatever. And so I'm taking a drive to get some help, to get a tune-up, to get my oil changed. And I'll let you know how it goes. The specific kind of therapy I'm going to is called EMDR, Eye Movement Desensitization Reprocessing Therapy. I really didn't do a lot of research about what it is. Basically, I think it helps people with PTSD, and I don't think I have PTSD, but maybe I do have PTSD. Like, I don't need to like create something that may not even be there, but whatever. Like, even when I go to my chiropractor, she'll do this thing where she'll have me either say the alphabet or count to 20 or hum a tune while she does some like cranial sacral points on me. And so basically, I don't completely understand how all of these things work. See, I'm like that snorkeler. It's like when because I have such a short attention span, I go snorkeling in the world and I just look at everything, but I don't spend a great amount of time on any particular reef, so to speak. And like, I'm not a deep diver, and I want to start doing more deep dives, but I'm just all over the place. And that's another thing I also want to work on, because it's hard to really become a master of something when you're just like a Jane of all trades, but a master of none. That's me. Allie, master of none. No, this is my big toe. So this is an introduction to, this is not an introduction. This is just, I'm rebranding myself, just like the Watchtower, jw.org. I'm rebranding, but I'm still the same. But I'm trying to be better. We're always trying to be better. This is life, expansion. Like, there's only two modes of being, if you want to, think of it this way. Creation or destruction. Like, stagnation is, what is that? Murphy's Law? No, is it entropy? I get these things confused, but hopefully you know what I'm saying. Like, you're either growing or you're contracting. Expansion, closing. Exhale, inhale. And the universe is expanding. We're called to expand. So this is me participating in my expansion. while hopefully shrinking my body. But all jokes aside, I'm just gonna kind of hit pause, like stop and start, because what I want to do, so I love to listen to Joe Rogan. If you've never heard of him, like I'd heard of him, but I forgot who he was. Like he used to do this show called Fear Factor, like back in the 90s, but he's really into Taekwondo, or maybe it's Jiu-Jitsu, one of those martial arts, and he's into nutrition, but I like how he thinks. I like how he talks to other people. I like how he listens to people, and it's really, for me, engaging listening to his conversations. He has like lots of conversations with major celebrities and doctors, and yeah, just, I mean, he has like 15 million subscribers or something like that on YouTube, but it's very entertaining and engaging. But his podcasts are like 3 hours long, which if you're like painting your house, it's perfect, because you just hit play and it just, you know, before you know it, you've painted for 3 hours and you got to listen to a really cool conversation. But then he has these things called like Joe Rogan clips. So this is how I'm going to do this, because I know there are people who, and I'm already at like 6 minutes, I know there are people who have watched my videos, especially like my first one, or I should say the first one I published, which was my story of leaving or getting kicked out of the JW, Jehovah's Witness religion, and it was like an hour and 20 minutes long, and people are like, this was too long, and it's like, well, this was 39 years of my life. How do I condense that into a 15-minute clip for you? I can't. But what I think I'll do is just record this whole thing and then just put it up as clips, but it will obviously be redundant and a repeat. So those of you who like the 10-minute or less soundbite, you can have that a la carte, or you can have a 7-course meal with me rambling. And there's nothing wrong with rambling. See, I'm learning to accept and embrace myself.